Welcome, baseball fans. We've got a night of high school baseball between the Pleasant Grove Hawks and the North Lamar Panthers. And tonight we're going to have plenty of wind going out into left field. So those left-handed batters are going to have a little bit of advantage over the pitchers tonight. And we'll see if maybe Spencer Browning and Walker Wright can add to their home run totals. Spencer Browning, I believe, had 2 in the last tournament that we had here. But we've got a little 76-degree weather here and very little chance of rain tonight, but gusts about 17 miles an hour. Or the wind's blowing about 17 miles an hour with gusts up to 30 miles an hour. So the ball is definitely going to be moving a little bit, maybe even a little issue for the outfielders to be playing that. And so we've got your Pleasant Grove Hawks that are coming in with a 15-1 record, the only loss against state-ranked Liberty Isle Leopards, but they are 2-0 in district, and so they're looking to keep that perfect season in district against North Lamar tonight. They've already beat Paris 8-0 and Pittsburgh 15-2. And North Lamar is coming in with a 6-9 record. They have yet to find the win column in district. They are now 0-2, and both of those losses are against Sulphur Springs, with identical scores being 11-7 in both of those losses. So for a Region 2 District 15 is going to have Pleasant Grove at the top at 2-0. Sulphur Springs does have a loss, but they actually have already won 3 games. Pittsburgh is setting in at 1-1. North Lamar and Paris are at the bottom of the district with a 0-2 record. And so tonight is going to be, I think, a very important game for North Lamar, looking at that third-place position with Pittsburgh. And matter of fact, for Hawk fans that are wanting to make the next home game, if you're not able to make it out tonight, that will actually be against Pittsburgh on March 28th. So that's going to be the next home game here for the Pleasant Grove Hawks. But we've got the North Lamar Panthers coming out right now, and so I'll go ahead and announce them. Number 1, Cade Toms. Number 2, Parker Weidman. Number 3, Corbin Bleese. Number 4, Montgomery Miller. Number 5, Montgomery Clark. Number 6, Cortland Johnson. Number 7, Mason McMichael. Number 8, Dakota Bendick. 9, Tristan Peterson. 10, Cruz Chappelle. 11, Kai Furch. Number 12, Kenyon Williams. 14, Trent Finley. 15, Aiden Curtis. 16, Zach Coward. 17, JT Franklin. Number 18, Gavin Laster. Number 20, Adrian Nichols. Number 22, Trail Wilkins. And number 24, Logan School. And the Pleasant Grove Hawks are getting announced right now. And I'll go ahead and give those this full roster for Pleasant Grove. We've got junior Hunter Rose, sophomore Jack Serene, freshman Blue Rose, senior Jarrett Halter, senior Jackson Kohler, junior Jace Elrod, junior Christian May, sophomore Landon Fincher, junior Walker Wright, and the pitcher tonight is senior Luke Flanagan. And we've got junior Harrison Newton, sophomore Caden Clark, junior Ben Carpenter, sophomore Trevor Hendershot, junior Spencer Browning, senior Landon West, junior Buck Anderson, Eli Haltom, and finishing it out with senior Ty Boozer. And they are led by Coach Fincher. We've got Pleasant Grove fans starting to roll into the stadium. And last home game, they Hawk fans filled it up pretty full. We're going to take a quick moment here to recognize our national anthem. And to go ahead and share the actually lineup card for Pleasant Grove, Jace Elrod is going to be in left field. Jarrett Halter is going to be at second base. Spencer Browning at shortstop. Buck Anderson playing catcher. Landon West in right field. Hunter Rose in center field. Walker Wright at first base. Blue Rose will be coming in as DH. Pardon me. And third base will be Christian May. And, of course, Luke Flanagan will be taking the mound for the Pleasant Grove Hawks. And over on the other side of the diamond, your North Lamar Panthers, you're going to have batting first is going to be Clark Montgomery, followed by Tristan Peterson, Corbin Blease, Adrian Nichols, Canyon Williams, Monty Miter, Mason McMichael, Kai Furch, Cade Toms, and Gavin Lassiter. And he is going to be DH'd for Adrian Nichols. So I saw Flanagan starting his warm-ups a little bit earlier and seemed to be very, very loose out there and did not seem like he had many cares in the world. Looking forward to this start tonight. Having Buck Anderson behind the plate definitely would give most high school pitchers some confidence. He's been a human backstop so far for Pleasant Grove. So number 5, Montgomery Clark, getting his first swing tonight against Luke Flanagan.
Leading off for the Panthers, number 5, third baseman Montgomery Clark.
Luke Flanagan looking in for his first sign to make the first pitch of the night. And that is a called strike right off the bat for Luke Flanagan, getting ahead quick this first batter. That one just a little bit outside. Luke using both sides of the plate tonight, backing off Montgomery just a little bit. Brings up a count of 2-1 here in the first inning. That one getting away on the outside there. Luke Flanagan looking at a 3-1 pitch count here against Montgomery. And that one seemed to be a little bit low, so Montgomery's going to get a free base on balls. And so Luke Flanagan putting the first batter on.
Number 9, first baseman Tristan Peterson.
So we do have a Panther on first base, where Tristan Peterson now getting the call from the coach, seeing what he needs to do with it. Tristan plays first base for North Lamar. Good first pitch there by Flanagan. A little movement there, catching that corner for a called strike. Not too big of a lead off there on first base, but looked like Buck did sort of take an extra look over to first base, so you may see him throwing behind the runner here. Should Montgomery get a little braver out there. Delivery in the pitch outside. Ball does get past Buck. So Montgomery is able to move to second. So we do have a Panther in scoring position. Early in the ball game, we still have 0 outs, where we've got a 1-2 count for Flanagan here. Looks like Pleasant Grove defense is playing at their normal depth and really not shading Tristan one way or another. Looks like each position is just playing in their regular position as far as left center and right field tonight. Do have a foul ball out of play that is going to even the count, where we have 2-2. Flanagan looking at the sign from Buck Anderson here. Decides to shake that one off and start his delivery back over again. And that is a good called strike there. Peterson goes down just looking at that one. So that's going to bring up Corbin Blease.
Now batting number 3, shortstop Corbin Blease.
And I remember calling his name out on during the football game. So multi-sport athlete stepping up to bat here for the North Lamar Panthers. No big lead out at second by Montgomery. Good pitch down the middle. Just a little bit of movement there by Flanagan. Keeps Blease on his heels there. You've got Adrian Nichols in the on-deck circle. That pitch getting down a little low. That's the second one that I've seen Flanagan throw there tonight. And was hoping to get that call, but just a little bit below the knees. 1-1. Good movement on that pitch. Gets a called strike 2. Flanagan takes a time to look back at second. Buck Anderson setting up on the outside, and that ball just a little bit off the edge there. Just wonder if maybe we're setting Blease up to come back in on the inside for this one here. Still outside. Blease able to foul that one off to be able to see another pitch. So we still have an even count at 2-2 with one out. Do have a lone Panther out on second base. Montgomery able to work a walk as the leadoff batter for the Panthers. Little movement behind Flanagan, but that does not sway him. Looks like we have a shot out to center field, but easily caught by Hunter Rose and able to get that ball in pretty quick, so that North Lamar does not have a chance to tag up. Not sure I would want to test Hunter's arm from that distance either.
20, designated hitter Adrian Nichols.
So Adrian Nichols does move into the batter's box. Coming in and DHing for the pitcher for North Lamar. Good curveball there. Flanagan getting a called strike on Adrian Nichols. Flanagan looking to get out of this inning with no harm being done. The shot is down first base, but on the foul side. So Flanagan is going to be ahead in this count, where you have 0 balls and 2 strikes. I doubt Adrian's going to get anything that he would want on this pitch here. And again, looking to be able to use all of his pitches available here. Set up outside. Can't get the Panther to swing. Flanagan really taking that almost to the middle of the left-hander's batter box. And so we've got the strikeout to end the inning. North Lamar gets a man on base, but not able to move him around. We're going to go into the bottom of the first, where Pleasant Grove has a chance to put some runs on the board. We'll be back after this commercial break.
Start your day with seamless transactions. Add your State Bank card to your device's digital wallet and enjoy the convenience of tap-and-go payments. Easy, secure, and thankfully at your fingertips. Simplify your day with State Bank's digital wallet. Your family, your bank, State Bank.
Well, we're back at Pleasant Grove Hawk baseball field, and you've got Mason McMichael on the mound, lefty, getting his pitches in to start the bottom of the first here, where Pleasant Grove was able to keep North Lamar off the scoreboard. And here we have our starting lineup. So Jace Elrod playing left field, Jared Halter second base, and Spencer Browning coming in at shortstop.
Leading off for the Hawks, number 6, left fielder Jace Elrod.
Jace Elrod looking to utilize his speed, put a little pressure on these infielders and outfielders. Jace Elrod takes the first ball high. McMichael firing one in there a little bit on the high side there, and Jace able to draw the second ball. Good eye there, laying off of that pitch. Lots of wind out here. One's a little bit on the inside there. Jace Elrod having to move out of the way, where he works a 3-0 count. Michael for the pitch, a little bit on the inside, so Jace Elrod advances to first on a walk. Ended up being a pass ball, but not able to extend that any longer. So we've got Jarrett Halter looking to move Jace Elrod around.
Batting for the Hawks, number 4, second baseman Jarrett Halter.
And you would expect the Panthers to do what they can to try to hold Jace as close to first base as possible. 4 straight pitches, I can't imagine. Pass ball, so Jace is easily going to have a stand-up stolen base here. So Pleasant Grove has their first Hawk in scoring position tonight. And that is going to be the 5th ball in a row thrown by Mason McMillan. So I don't expect Jarrett to be just swinging away here. Make him have to throw that first strike. And that's why I do not coach. Jarrett Halter rips one into center field. And Jace Elrod not quite able to get an RBI, staying on third. Jarrett Halter, good base running there, able to work that into moving himself into second base, as the throw from the outfield went all the way to the pitcher. And McMichael just not able to get that to the second baseman in time. And Jace Elrod wisely getting back to third base. So Spencer Browning is going to have 2 ducks on the pond. And seems like the wind is picking up for Spencer. Him being a left-hander with the wind blowing at the Stars and Stripes and the Texas flag almost going straight across right now with the gust of wind. Spencer looking to drive this one into left field. The left fielder is playing relatively normal depth. Spencer a little late on that one. Fouls it off to the right side. He does have a count of 0-2 here. McMichael will do everything he can not to throw a pitch that Spencer will be able to turn on here. Neither Hawk on base is taking a large lead. Certainly in the game with Spencer Browning at bat, I would let his bat do the work. And Spencer able to turn on that, but foul on the third base side. Coach Fincher making a great play on that one. So both Hawks just barely off of their bases here. Spencer Browning taking this pitch here. Able to walk that one back. Pass ball, so Pleasant Grove is going to be on the board as we have another pass ball by North Lamar. Spencer Browning now has 1 ball and 2 strikes. And he now has Jarrett Halter on third base, seeing if he can advance him to score the second run in this game. And that is a curveball that stayed on the top shelf. Spencer Browning doing a good job laying off of that one. Michael with the pitch. And another high ball that Spencer is able to stay away from. Just got to wonder now whether North Lamar coaches wanting him to attack or just be willing to put him on first base. And looks like we are going to move him to first base, so Pleasant Grove will have runners on both corners. And so we're going to have catcher Buck Anderson here with 0 outs in the bottom of the first. And Pleasant Grove leading 1-0 over the Panthers. Coach Fincher making the call. Buck Anderson with his marching orders. See how much pressure Spencer Browning maybe is going to put on the North Lamar pitcher. Definitely keeping him a little busy. That pitch catches the outside corner. Buck Anderson does have a called first strike. So we've got Spencer Browning on first base. Getting back thinking that there might have been a play over, but that is not the case. And so now Buck Anderson evens up the count, laying off of that pitch for a ball. Buck shows bunt for a little bit, but that ball was just a little outside. So now we have a 2-1 count. And Coach Fincher possibly playing a little small ball early in this game with Buck Anderson. Third baseman does take an extra step in. And we do have Spencer Browning running to second base. And pitcher did throw over to first, but Spencer Browning had a great start there. And no play at second base, so now Pleasant Grove has 2 runners in scoring position. Spencer Browning moving to second base, and Jarrett Halter remains on third. So first base is open for Buck Anderson, looking at a 2-1 count. And that one's going to be a little bit high, so he has a 3-1 count. There is a base open for Buck Anderson, and that would bring up Landon West with a possible bases loaded opportunity for him. And we have another base on balls as Buck Anderson draws a walk. And so we're going to have Buck Anderson here with loading up the bases for Landon West. So we're going to have a quick trip to the mound by North Lamar. We'll see if McMichael's going to have the opportunity to keep that ball in his hand or if we're going to make a pitching change. I believe this is Coach Steed coming out to have a little chat with his team this early in the game, only down 1, but bases being loaded. Landon West definitely being a dangerous hitter for Pleasant Grove. So just sort of trying to make sure that McMichael and the rest of the team knows where to go with the ball, should it be hit to them. And have a little extra discussion on the mound, and so we're going to get a little visit from the man behind the plate. And so we've got North Lamar heading back to their positions. Let's see what Landon West can do here with a bases-loaded opportunity with no outs. And Landon West puts the first in play, and looks like the ball was going to be thrown away, and that is going to score 2 Hawks. And Landon West on a fielder's choice is going to advance to second. So Pleasant Grove is going to continue having a Hawk in running position, but we do have an out. So we've got an error that is going to advance Landon West to second base. So he's going to have a fielder's choice. So Pleasant Grove now has a crooked letter on the board. So it is 3-0 here in the bottom of the first. Landon West sort of toying with the pitcher, making some advances, but stays at second base. And that is a rip down the right field line by Hunter Rose, but just on the foul side. So North Lamar's going to have to chase that one down before we put another ball in play. Hunter Rose getting around that one very, very quick. A little lefty on lefty competition here. A little delay there on the delivery. That one's going to be on the high side, so we've got a count of 2-1. Hunter Rose gazing at the pitcher here. Landon West dancing behind him, trying to draw McMichael attention away. It may be working because we've got a 3-1 count here. So this could be the 4th walk of the inning. Should Hunter Rose be able to lay off a pitch that's outside the strike zone here. Center fielder shading just a tad over to the right field side. And that is going to be a called strike. So we've got a full count here for Hunter Rose. Hunter Rose able to make one of the outs in the previous inning, his center field position. West being held on. And we've got a foul ball directly behind him. We continue with a 3-2 count here. Pleasant Grove leading 3-0 in the bottom of the first with only 1 out. Once again, center fielder shading Hunter just a little bit on the right side of the field here. Got a ball popped up. Looks like we're going to have a play by the catcher. And I think that wind got it just at the last minute and blew it out towards third base just a little bit. That may have been the third baseman's call to sort of call that one off. I think it's a little bit better to squeeze that ball with a third baseman mitt than a catcher mitt. So Hunter Rose able to get an extra life tonight. And see what he can do with an extra pitch at this at bat. And that one is outside, so Hunter Rose able to take first base. And that is going to be the 4th walk by the Panthers this inning. And that is going to elude another walk from the pitcher, or from the coach. And he did wave his right arm, so it looks like the right fielder is going to come in and take a couple of pitches by the Panthers. And we'll go ahead and take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with a new Panther pitcher.
We are excited to announce here at Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital that we have expanded our capabilities to better serve our community. As a hospital, we have the capability for inpatient services. After your outstanding emergency care, we can smoothly transition you into one of our new inpatient rooms that have telemetry monitors in every room to continue your concierge medicine care. While our patients continue receiving their care in their inpatient suites, we also make sure that your loved ones are taken care of with our outstanding facilities. Our added services include a procedure room and also the capability of MRIs. With our imaging, we are able to offer outpatient, inpatient, and emergency room, MRI, CT, ultrasound, and X-ray. We are honored by your support and look forward to serving all your future medical needs.
Yay! We're so excited you decided to become a member.
Thanks, I didn't think it would be this easy.
I know. We've opened up memberships so even more people can take advantage of our amazing services.
Are you gonna clean this up?
Become a new member and take advantage of all RRCU can offer. Experience the credit union difference anytime, anywhere.
No, seriously, are you gonna clean this up?
Do you RRCU?
And so we now have right fielder Kenyon Williams coming in to take over for Mason McMillan, who has given up 3 runs and is on the books for 2 more. Before this evening is over for him. We'll see what Kenyon can do here in the bottom of the first, where he only has 1 out and 2 Hawks on the field, or on the bases. And so we've got Walker Wright, first baseman, stepping into the plate here. Walker Wright had a home run, I believe, in the last game. Similar situation where the wind was blowing out to left field. And Walker Wright eyes that one right on the outside of the plate, where Kenyon gets a called first strike. It's not bad coming in cold with just a couple of warm-up pitches, and a good strike right down the center, foul tip back into the catcher's mitt. So Wright is behind early with an 0-2 count here. 2 Hawks on base. Wind seems to have slowed down just a little bit. And we've got a pass ball, and we've got both Hawks advancing. I believe that is the 3rd pass ball that Pleasant Grove has been able to take advantage of. And so now there's going to be no way to have a force out at first, second, or third. So Walker Wright looking to put this one in play. Anything past the infield is going to get at least 1 RBI. So we now have an even count at 2-2 as Walker Wright able to stay off of that pitch from Kenyon. Delivery, and Walker Wright takes a cut, and I think he did get a little piece of it, but the catcher did catch it, so we do have a strike out for the Panthers. So now we've got Blue Rose coming in to see what he could do about putting some more runs on the board here. So we've got a ball here right off of the bat for Blue. He has the DH responsibilities for Pleasant Grove here tonight. And he is going to advance to first base after getting dinged. Sort of a kidney shot there. So hit by pitch. Blue Rose, and that is going to bring up third baseman Christian May.
Now batting for the Hawks, number 7, third baseman.
And so we now have bases loaded for the 2nd time in this first inning for Pleasant Grove, where Christian May is going to have the opportunity to knock in a couple of RBIs, but he only has an out to give up before we go into this 2nd inning. And that is what the Panthers are hoping to do, just getting out of here with a 3-run spot to Pleasant Grove. And we have a pop-up in the infield here. See if this wind gets into play, but nope, they are able to make a good squeeze on that, so that does end the inning. So Pleasant Grove, not before they put up 3. And so Flanagan is going to be able to come out and defend a lead here against these North Lamar Panthers. So let's take a quick break.
When you're at home, you need right fiber. Some say it's not whether you win or lose, but how you play. Maybe. But with Right Fiber's 100% fiber internet, you always win. No matter which side you're on. Fall in love with your gig speed internet. Get gig smitten. Get Right Fiber.
Craving fajitas but short on time? That's not a problem. Just give us a call and place your order, and we will have them ready for you with no lines or waiting. With same ingredients and the same freshness every day. If life moves fast, so do we. No time to waste. Satisfy your cravings today.
Yeah, after watching that commercial, I may be going to Tamales after the game and getting me a Pollo Monterey. Is number 11 for those of you that know their menu. So Pleasant Grove going into the top of the second inning, leading 3-0. Flanagan throws that one outside and low. It gets past Buck Anderson. And we've got a pitcher versus pitcher battle here where Canyon Williams is coming in to face Flanagan here. And that one just a little bit outside. I think Flanagan really was looking to get that one. So we've got a 2 balls and 0 strikes here. And that one a little bit outside as well. So Flanagan really working the outside of the plate here against Canyon Williams. And Canyon Williams just staying away from all of these pitches. And that one is going to be a called strike. Good movement there. A little tail there at the end. Flanagan able to get back to a 3-1 count here. And that one is going to be outside. So we've got a earned base on balls by Canyon Williams here. And that is going to be the same thing we did in the first inning. Flanagan put the first runner on first base for the Panthers, but the Panthers were not able to take advantage of that. Looks like we do have a pitch runner coming in for North Lamar. These old eyes are failing being able to get that number for you, but if I can get that, I will share that information as well. And we've got a swing and miss and a play down to second. And that ball just outside the leap of Jarrett Halter. And so the Panthers are able to move their pinch runner to second base, who appears to have some wheels on him. I think even if the throw had been there on target, he probably would have been able to slide underneath that tag. And so this is Monty Minter, who puts the ball into play. Slow ball to third base and easily thrown back over. And that does advance the North Lamar Panther, though. So Christian May able to take at least 1 out in that play. And wisely just goes ahead and makes a throw over to first. And that's going to bring up Mason McMichael, who moved into right field after pitching the first 6 batters, I believe it was, for Pleasant Grove tonight. And we have a called strike right off the bat here as Luke Flanagan battles to get Mason McMichael back into the dugout. And a rip into right field, a little short. And Pleasant Grove not able to come up with it. Play coming in home. And just not able to get enough heat behind that. And so you've got Landon West just not able to put enough mustard there to get the ball there before the runner. So North Lamar does put a a digit on the board.
Now batting number 11, center fielder Kai
So they
First.
trail 1-3 with a base runner on first. So we've got Kai Firch here looking to put the ball in play. And a swing and a miss. So Flanagan ahead with an 0-2 count here, as Mason McMichael is still on first base. And we've got a pitch outside. Buck Anderson set up out there. We have a 1-2 pitch here with one out here in the bottom or top of the second. Pleasant Grove leading 3-1. Good looking off speed pitch. So we have a swinging strikeout by Kai Firch. That is going to bring up Cade Toms,
Now batting
catcher.
number 1, catcher Cade Toms.
For North Lamar. Flanagan takes a little peek over at first base, but does not look like Mason McMichael's going to be any threat going to second. Throw behind the runner, not in time, but good eye there by Buck. It did look like McMichael had taken an extra step just to keep him a little honest. Ball thrown outside, so we've got 2 balls and 0 strikes here. Flanagan in a little bit of a hole here, as he already has 2 outs behind him, looking to get the third. Not giving him anything to hit. That pitch and also outside, so we now have a 3-0 count here. So that is going to bring up Montgomery Clark, who did walk his first time at bat here. So North Lamar now has 2 runners on base. So Montgomery Clark, who did earn a walk in the first inning, looking to see if maybe he could put a ball in play that could possibly move a North Lamar Panther around the bases and get this to a 1-score game. Looks like we do have a North Lamar Panther caught out in the middle of, and a play back to home, and we do have a tag, but Buck did drop the ball, and we are going to have a safe play at home. So North Lamar able to play a little cat and mouse game out there between first and second, and then a ball made a throw on time, but Buck Anderson just not able to squeeze it long enough to be able to tag the North Lamar Panther out. So Flanagan has another Panther in scoring position, and with only a 1-run lead here, he has 2 outs. And so this is going to be Tristan Peterson, who is able to hold up on that particular pitch there. No, I'm sorry, this is Montgomery Clark still. Buck Anderson able to squeeze that in and frame that up for a called strike. Panthers looking to add to this inning to possibly square this game up. So we've got a 2-2 count here with 2 outs. Flanagan looking to get out of this inning. And we've got a swing and tip, but not able to keep the ball in the mitt. So Montgomery able to earn another pitch here. Still have the count at 2-2. Set up outside. Squeeze that just on the outside. Like Anderson was doing everything he could to get that framed up a little bit better on the outside corner, but umpire is not giving him that call. So Montgomery able to work his second walk of the night. And so that is going to give North Lamar 2 base runners, and Tristan Peterson, who did go down looking in the first inning, seeing what he can do to maybe redeem himself here.
Number 9, first baseman Tristan Peterson.
So Tristan stepping into the batter's box here. That ball getting away from Buck Anderson, but keeps it in front of him. No runners advancing. Buck Anderson takes an extra long look into the dugout to get the next call. Flanagan stares in. And we've got a rip into the outfield. Looks like Landon West easily able to make that play. So we have the third out in the top of the second, but not before North Lamar puts 2 on the board. So Pleasant Grove has a 1-run lead going into the bottom of the second, leading 3-2. We'll be back after this commercial for some more Hawk baseball.
Family owned and operated. State-of-the-art equipment. Largest slab yard in Texarkana. With a knowledgeable sales staff that's ready to serve you.
Meet Tony Langford Roofing, your trusted name in roofing solutions. Decades of experience and top-notch service. Passionate about your home safety, we treat every roof like our own. From repairs to full installations, we've got your home covered. Upgrade your roof with our variety of styles and materials. For roofs that last long, choose Tony Langford Roofing. We've got you covered.
Well, looks like Pleasant Grove is going to get a little more Canyon Williams as he continues to take a couple of pitches during the middle of these 2 innings. And so that is going to bring up Jace Elrod as Pleasant Grove was able to get through the batting order in the first inning where they put up 3 against these North Lamar Panthers. Seeing if they're going to be able to do any additional damage here in the bottom of the second.
Number 6, left fielder, Jace Elrod.
And it looks like the wind is starting to pick back up a little bit. Canyon Williams looking in for this first pitch in the second inning here. And that one is going to be a little bit on the high side. Jace Elrod, good eye there, not taking a cut at that. Third baseman playing Jace in just a little bit. And a good rip there by Jace Elrod. Inside and a little high. Jace Elrod now has an even count at 1-1. This one set up outside, and that's exactly where he put it. The catcher didn't have to move his glove very much at all there. So Jace going to have to do a little defensive batting here as he trails 1-2 in this count. And fights that one off. Choked up on the bat just a little bit and pushes that one into foul territory. Kenny Williams able to get another ball. Put this one in play. And that one is tailing quickly, and the left fielder able to go in and make that play for the Panthers, covering a lot of ground there. And that was Gavin Lassiter making that play out in left field. So Jace Elrod able to put it in play, but just not able to keep it where he can advance on base. Jared Halter here trying to make a difference. Good curveball for a strike. First pitch Halter that has seen. Second pitch is going to be a little bit outside, so we've got an even count here in the bottom of the second. Pleasant Grove leading 3-2 with 1 out. Jarrett digging in. Puts a good swing on there, but fouls it back into the netting. Buck Anderson coming across to get that foul ball. Alter takes an extra deep breath and steps in. 1-2 count here. And we have a very high hit ball into the infield. And Jarrett Halter brings in out number 2 here in the bottom of the second. And that's going to bring up Spencer Browning. Pleasant Grove looking to get their second hit of the night. Kenyon Williams coming in the end of the first inning and doing well here in the second, keeping the Hawks off the base path. Spencer Browning drew a walk in the first inning and takes that one and is able to keep his bat on his shoulder for a ball 1. And that one was a little inside. Heard the crowd wince just a little bit. Kenyon Williams wanting to use the entire space back there. So Spencer Browning fouling this one off into the bleachers. Kenyon Williams has the count of 2-1 against Spencer Browning here. Looks like left field's playing normal depth. Center field shading him a little bit to the left side. Another pitch inside. So Spencer Browning drawing that third ball. So he may have back-to-back walks here in this game. Not able to put a ball into play. Not really getting any pitches to drive. And that one is going to be in foul territory. And North Lamar able to end this inning, catching that in foul territory. And so 1-2-3, Pleasant Grove goes down. And so North Lamar is able to keep the lead at 1 as we go into the top of the third. North Lamar trailing 2-3 against the Pleasant Grove Hawks. We'll take a quick commercial break.
This is Hustler Country, a place where people earn their keep and make an honest living. We build machines that last because they have to. We make it, we test it, we break it, and we do it over and over again. So visit your local Hustler dealer and join us, because we are Hustler.
My name is Doug Willett. I own M&M Tire and Auto Center. We've been here for over 40 years. We're just a mom and pop place. We service any type of vehicle that you can think of. We do front end alignments. We got the
So we're now in the top of the third where Pleasant Grove leads 3-2 against these North Lamar Panthers. And Corbin Blease getting an opportunity to take the first swing here in the third inning. And Luke Flanagan continues to stay on the bump and starts with a ball outside against Corbin Blease. And a good pitch right down the middle. Buck Anderson framing that up very, very well. Even up the count here at 1-1. Looks like PG defense just playing in their regular positions there. And Flanagan taking that one outside. Gets past Buck Anderson for ball 2. Flanagan working pretty quick here. And that pitch on the inside corner does not catch the call, so he has a 3-1 count here against Corbin Blease, who actually struck out in the first inning. And there's a swing, just fouls it back behind him. That's going to take the count to 3-2. Flanagan looking to possibly strike Corbin out for the second time this evening. Good pitch, ball put into play, and Spencer Browning able to make easy play off of that, making it look real simple. Good catch there by Walker Wright for an out. So Pleasant Grove looking to retire Corbin Blease, leading off here in the third inning. So we've got number 20, Adrian Nichols, coming in. And he struck out last time at bat as well. Adrian Nichols just looking to put this ball into play. And fights that one off a little bit on the inside there. Good pitch there by Flanagan, keeping Nichols off balance. Nichols taking the DH responsibilities for the North Lamar tonight. And that pitch just on the inside. A lot of movement on that one. Looks like the wind is still about that 17, 18 mile an hour mark, and we have a drop ball, but looks like Anderson able to just go ahead and quickly put the tag, so that is going to be the second strikeout for Adrian Nichols here tonight.
Now batting number 12, pitcher Kenyon Williams.
And so Kenyon Williams is going to have the opportunity to face Flanagan here, as Flanagan has 2 outs with no runners on the bases for North Lamar. That one comes directly back into the net. Kenyon Williams was able to get a base on balls in the last inning. See if he's able to work the same. That pitch a little low. That is going to even the count at 1-1. Flanagan looking to work pretty quick against Kenyon Williams here. And that is going to be a hit by pitch, catching Kenyon Williams in the lower leg. And so that is going to bring in Monty Matter.
Now batting number 4, second baseman Monty Miller.
And so we've got a Panther on first base, 2 outs. So we have a called first strike here. Couldn't read the coach's handwriting. I thought it was Miter. It's actually Miller last name. But I'm the last person that needs to be calling anybody out on penmanship. That's why I love computers. So we've got a ball in play in between the shortstop and third baseman. So Monty Miller able to put the ball on the ground. And so North Lamar has the tying run at second base with 2 outs. And Mason McMichael is going to have the opportunity to try to advance
7, right fielder,
those runners. So Monty Miller able to put himself in a good position and just squeeze one through the shortstop and third baseman there. Not really hard hit, but well placed. A little telling fastball there, high and outside to this left-handed batter. Mason McMichael. And a swing and miss. Flanagan taking a look back. Michael digging back in. 1-1 count here. The top of the third. And a good-looking pitch tails off just a little bit. Little movement there in that fastball. So Flanagan ahead in the count here. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Here in the top of the third, leading by 1. And McMichael fights that one off. The count remains 1-2. Flanagan continues to work rather quickly. Hawks not looking to hold any runner on base. And jams McMichael to end the inning with a K. So So Pleasant Grove remains in the lead 3-2 as they're coming back to bat. See if they can't add some more runs to the board. We'll take a quick break. Pleasant Grove Hawk Baseball.
My name is Doug Willett. I own M&M Tire and Auto Center. We've been here for over 40 years. We're just a mom and pop place. We service any type of vehicle that you can think of. We do front end alignments. We've got the best front end alignment machine guys here, and we also do AC work for the new Freon, which is the 1234 FY. We do that too. Plus tires. Now that's the major thing. Cooper Tire employees, we're really special with them. We give you 15% off, plus also you get your Goodyear employee refunds back on your tires, which is great for you. Extra value is what you get when you buy from Doug Willett. Don't worry, my guys will take care of you too.
All right, we are back. Love seeing Doug Willett there in the commercial. That's where I had some brake work done on my truck, and he's keeping me between the ditches. Looks like we're going to have Kenyon Williams coming to face the Hawks here in the bottom of the third, trailing by 1. And he had a 1-2-3 inning there in the second, and that's what they're asking him to continue to do. Shared at the beginning of the broadcast where North Lamar has yet to, pardon me, win a district game, and this would definitely be one that they could put on their schedule, the win over Pleasant Grove, should they climb back into this one. So Buck Anderson, who drew a walk in the first inning, is looking to step back in. And Buck takes a quick rip at a pitch right down the pipe. Just not able to catch up with it. So Kenyon Williams able to get a first strike there on Buck Anderson. Buck Anderson digging in on the inside of that plate there. Good looking curveball, just not able to stay on the table the whole way. How he was able to not swing at that is very, very impressive. So we have an even count here at 1-1. Buck Anderson. And that pitch on the inside, Buck Anderson doing a little bit of movement to get out of the way. And Williams has not been scared to throw the ball inside. Looks like I'm about to get my partner in crime, Matt Fry's about to come in here, so y'all about to have some better called baseball. And so now we've got a 3-1 count here. Buck Anderson possibly going to draw his second walk of the night. See if he can't get on the base pass and start putting a little pressure on this North Lamar defense. And glad to have added to the call here tonight is Mr. Matt Fry, who's put in a little extra hour or two at work.
Added is doing a lot of work in that sentence. I don't know if it's added to or subtracted from, but here we are.
Well, we've got a full count right here in the bottom of the third. Buck Anderson takes a rip past the third baseman, and he takes a couple extra strides towards second, but wisely gets back on first base. And Matt Fry, it is all you, so I can just come up with a few jokes here and now.
Well, I was just going to say, a couple of people have talked about this turf, and they thought it might be a little slow. I believe the third baseman for North Lamar may beg to differ at this point. All right, Landon West now stepping into the box for the Hawks, who'll be batting from the right side with a one-man on first. Shows bunt, pulls it back, and the catcher jumps up quickly to try to make Buck get back to the bag.
Yeah, Landon put the ball in play and got on first base with a fielder's choice in the first inning.
And now the pitcher He's going to check and see how much of a lead Buck wants to get over there. He does get a few steps there. Now the 1-0. This one a little bit low.
So we're in the bottom of the third here, and North Lamar on their second pitcher, but Canyon Williams doing a good job shutting out Pleasant Grove in the second inning.
So I guess after the first scored 3 and decided to pull him, huh? This is a shot from Landon West out toward left field. It's going to get down. It'll be enough for the base hit. And so that'll put runners at first and second. And we'll bring up Hunter Rose. Rose is the center fielder this evening.
Yeah, Hunter was able to draw a base on balls in the first inning, and this is when they really started impacting North Lamar's, when they had some runners on base and just starting to put a little pressure on that defense. A couple of pass balls, Pleasant Grove able to advance some runners.
He looks at ball 1 off the turf. Catcher does a good job to keep that one in front of him. Hunter with a wind at his back. He's traditionally a pull hitter, though, over toward right field, but if he could get something opposite side toward that short porch out there in the left bullpen, you can see the fielders cheating toward right field a little bit. Make something interesting. He shows bunt, and this one fouls off. That ball with a little bit of velocity on it there as it came off of Hunter's bat.
Yeah, Canyon Williams definitely throwing the one.
And they, I know coming into this year, and I don't know if this is the young man they were talking about, but they did say that North Lamar was supposed to have a pretty good pitcher. Count is even now at 1-1 strike to Hunter Rose. This one a shot toward right field, sends the right fielder back. He gets under it and catches it. Anderson tags up at second. He'll make it to third. Landon West gets back to first, and so a deep fly ball from Hunter Rose will advance. Buck Anderson put him 90 feet away, and that brings up number 10, Walker Wright, the first baseman. He had a big home run down against Van the other evening in a out-of-district contest that they played down there in Marshall.
Well, if he does that at this at-bat, no one will talk about his strikeout in the first inning.
Is that that's how we started this thing, huh? So one out here in the bottom of the third. Hawks with runners on the corners. Walker shows bunt again, and as Landon West makes his way to second base, the catcher throws over to the shortstop, trying to see if they're going to try to get a double steal going on. Did a good job to keep Buck Anderson on there. But now the Hawks with 2 runners in scoring position. First pitch, a ball to Walker Wright. Shows bunt again, pulls it out. This one outside.
Yeah, it was good that ball was outside because it pulled the catcher off because Buck Anderson was in stride and quickly had to turn back around to third base.
So it looked like they're maybe trying to get a squeeze bunt toward first base to get Buck Anderson across here. 2 balls now, no strikes. Again, showing bunt. This one low and outside once again. So the pitcher doesn't want to give Wright something easy to hit. Blue Rose, the freshman designated hitter, the man on deck for the Hawks. This one low for ball 4. 4 pitches in a row. We'll put Walker Wright on base. So now number 3, Blue Rose, will come up batting from the left side with the bases loaded.
Yeah, Blue was hit by a pitch right in the lower kidney area, his first at bat.
That's how you can tell he's 14, because I'd be done for the evening. This one a little bit inside, right near the knees. They're going to call that one a strike. It's there on the inside corner, rather, of the plate. It's on the outside corner of the batter's box there. This one high and outside for ball one. A lot of motion there by the Hawk runners on the base paths.
Well, North Lamar definitely has every infield position in, so the play is at home for them.
This one a shot back toward the pitcher, bounces off his glove. They do get the throw back to first, though, with the shortstop there. And so I tell you, if the pitcher doesn't get a little bit of leather on that, that thing's probably in center field, and you have at least one run scoring. But he's able to deflect it just enough over there to the shortstop. They get Buck Anderson out at home. And so once again, the bases are loaded. It brings up the number 9 hitter, Christian May. If he gets on base, we will restart the lineup with Jace Elrod on deck. This one a big swing and a miss.
Yeah, Christian May's first at bat, he flew out for the last out of the first inning. So he's looking to get his first hit of the evening.
The 0-1 now. This one a little bit outside. 1-1. This a big opportunity for Christian May, a big spot there for North Lamar. If they could get the Hawks out here with the bases loaded, they'd feel very fortunate to get out of this inning with a goose egg. This one inside, nope, hits Christian May. And so we're going to score a run the easy way, or I guess easy for me to say. Christian May may not agree with that, but he stands in there, takes one off the leg. That allows Landon West to score. Now we have the bases loaded with the top of the order, Jace Elrod, left fielder.
Jace Elrod walked in the first and then flew out in the second, so he's also looking for his first hit.
Elrod looks at ball one. Way high and outside. Swing. And a foul ball back into the net. You know, we had a lot of discussion on how high to go with that net, Jay. And we went about 5 feet extra just to make sure it was up out of everybody. And we used that 5 foot just then.
Money well spent.
Yeah. The 1-1. Shot into left field. It gets down for a base hit. One will score. And they're going to hold up Blue Rose at third. Kind of got his wheels come out from under him there as he turned the corner. But Jace Elrod with an RBI here expands the Hawk lead to 5-2. And the bases are juiced for Jarrett Halter, second baseman.
Yeah, Jarrett Halter has the first hit of the evening for Pleasant Grove and looking to add his second hit as he flew out in the second inning. North Lamar is going to do a little discussion on the mound.
Get out here and have a talk with everybody, make sure they know where we're going with the ball. Again, kind of a tense situation for both teams. The Hawks with an opportunity really to break this thing open here. And North Lamar trying to get out of a jam.
Well, in both North Lamar's district games, they've scored 7. So, I mean, it's not like a 5 spot is,
right,
is out of the question as far as overcome. But you definitely don't want to give up any more runs this inning.
Yeah, and if you're the Hawks, sure don't want to waste bases loaded. So. All right, so after the talk, we reset here. Halter looks at strike one at the knees. Coach Fincher down there giving his base runners instructions. This one low and off the plate. Halter tells everybody to hold up as the catcher keeps that thing in front of him. Bounces it off the chest plate there. Does a good job to maintain control. Evens the count now at 1 apiece. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Swing and a miss, and Jared Halter was trying to put that one out in about lane 4 of the track.
Yeah, he did that with some authority.
In a hole now, 1-2. Swing popped up high, and the shortstop for North Lamar is going to stand under it and get it there. So the Hawks leave the bases loaded, but not before 2 more runs get across the plate. We are through 3, headed to the top of the 4th. Hawks 5, Panthers 2. We'll take a break. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk Baseball on Texarkana Game Day.
Diamond Bank walks with its customers through every step of life, side by side. From the first checking account in high school to the first home or business loan, Diamond Bank is committed to helping you with all of your financial needs. Diamond Bank's growth is the result of the growth of our customers, and we want to help you feel that same growth. We are proud to have the ability to give back to our local school districts, community organizations, veterans, customers, and more in a multitude of ways. Come discover the Diamond Bank difference with local people making local decisions for our local community. Stop by our current location in Texarkana at 5714 Richmond Road or visit us online at www.diamond.bank to see our products and services. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender. Diamond Bank.
At the end of the 3rd inning, Panthers 2, Hawks 5. Now batting for the Panthers, number 11, center fielder Kai Furch.
All right, welcome back here to Pleasant Grove. Kai Furch, the center fielder, with a quick shot out to Jared Halter. He gets it over to first to Walker Wright. And Kyle Furch is the first man out here in the top of the 4th. We'll bring up number 1, Cade Thomas.
Just Toms.
Toms.
Or at least that's
Toms, that's right. That's what's on here. I just can't read good. And he is the catcher. Toms looks at ball 1, low and outside from Luke Flanagan.
Cade did draw a walk in the 2nd inning.
This one looks at ball 2. Inside. Swing and a miss. Swung himself out of the batter's box there. Got out over his skis a little bit. The 2-1 now to Tom. This one high into foul territory. Walker Wright floats underneath it and gets it, and it's 2 outs here. And we'll go back to the top of the order. Number 5, Montgomery Clark, third baseman.
And speaking of third, he's looking for his 3rd base on balls.
Wow.
So he has walked his first 2 at-bats.
He's batting from the right side. Big curveball by Luke Flanagan. That thing had a little bit of English on it. High hit out towards left field. And Jace Elrod makes quick work of that. It's 3 up, 3 down in the top of the 4th. No score. Hawks 5, Panthers 2. We'll go to the bottom of 4. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk Baseball on Texarkana Game Day.
Tired of the annual hassle of hanging holiday lights? Or the recurring cost of paying someone else to do it? Forget those struggles and invest in the convenience and year-round beauty of Gemstone Lights. Permanent architectural and holiday lighting that you control. With Gemstone Lights, access over 1,000 pre-built patterns for festivities throughout the year. Easily alter them through our user-friendly app. When not in season, Gemstone Lights serve as stunning permanent architectural lighting, bringing a continual majestic touch to your home. Experience the magic of gemstone lights today. Available through Livewire Electrical Services, Texarkana's authorized gemstone lights dealer.
All right, folks, welcome back here to Pleasant Grove, the Hawk Field here on the campus of Pleasant Grove High School. We head into the bottom of the fourth. Hawks leading at 5-2 over North Lamar in District 14 4A action. And you see Kenyon Williams out there getting a few pitches in. He was waiting on his catcher, Toms, who was the second out in that last inning to make his way back out here. So he is ready. The Hawks will bring up Spencer Browning, Buck Anderson, and Landon West to start this fourth inning.
Yeah, Spencer Browning started the game off with a walk and then had a flyout. So he's looking to put his first hit in the books, which you look at on the scoreboard, and Pleasant Grove does have 4 hits already
Spencer Browning
to get those 5 runs.
Spencer had a couple of big home runs this last weekend as well. One of those Coach Fincher said down there at Marshall went out of the park. He looks at ball 1, low and outside. Somebody's out there on the track this evening. I wonder what's happening there. This one, a little chopper, third baseman, scoops it up, fires it over to first, gets there just in time to throw out the speedy Browning. Clark making the connection to Peterson for the first out of the fourth, and that'll bring up the catcher, Buck Anderson.
Yeah, Buck also walked in the first inning and then had a hit in the third.
It was right when I was walking up here. Buck got that hit. This one fouled back over toward the entrance there. Hopefully Miss Jan collecting the tickets had her head on a swivel. The 0-1 now to Buck Anderson. Set strike number 2. They're on the outside of the plate. Seen that call a few times this evening.
Yeah, my dad showed up about an hour and a half before game time and got a little tour of the
nice
facilities. And as the first high school principal here on the high school campus, he was pretty impressed with the work that y'all have done.
Yeah, this was a whole lot of trees back when he was here. The 1-2 now to Buck Anderson. This one low and outside, even it up at 2-2. And it has been nice to have, guys like him and just other folks that have been a part of Pleasant Grove for some time to come out and look at these facilities and see what this community has provided to these kids. And certainly something to be proud of as Buck Anderson fouls this one off. We may have to ask for some donations to the Buck Anderson Foul Ball Fund as we chase those down out there. Yeah, I got the track painted up this last week, so we've had all those athletes out there being able to work on that during the day, so that's been fun as well. And this one called strike 3 right at the knees. Freezes Buck Anderson there, and so that will be the second out of the bottom fourth. And that brings up Landon West, right fielder.
Yeah, he opened the game up with a fielder's choice, and then in the third inning had a hit.
See if we can get a 2-out rally going here. This one a shot right back to second base. And Miller didn't even have to move from his spot. And so the Hawks are retired in order at the bottom of the fourth. We head to the top of the fifth. Pleasant Grove 5, North Lamar 2. We'll take a break. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk Baseball on Texarkana Game Day.
Brooklyn Stevens, General Manager and Marketing Director for Local Habit Coffee Company. Local Habit exists to spark a revival of local communities and the beauty they inherently possess by bringing people together over exceptional third-wave coffee. We then want them to take the joy and good vibes they get from us out into their local town and go make something good happen.
One of our top priorities is providing exceptional customer service. We want to make sure our customers left better than when they came in.
Our customers should walk away thinking about how incredible their coffee was, how nice and genuine their barista was, and how inviting and comforting our space is.
Come by today and enjoy a hot cup of coffee with us.
Sorry you're under the weather, Susie. Here are those loan docs.
Thanks, James. I'm so glad we didn't have to delay this closing.
Tissue?
Thanks.
Secure and safe loan closings, or take care of just about any banking task. Experience the credit union difference. Anytime, anywhere. With RRCU's digital banking. Do you RRCU?
So far, I haven't said that. Welcome back to Pleasant Grove here as the Panthers back up to bat. First baseman Tristan Peterson is up. He hits the first pitch from Luke Flanagan, and Christian May makes quick work of that from third over to Walker Wright, and one pitch and one out here in the top of the fifth. That'll bring up the shortstop, number 3, Corbin Blease, the cleanup hitter. Batting from the right side. Set ball 1 from Flanagan. Again, this umpire gives pretty wide strike zone, but you got to be kind of right there on that edge. This one, a shot toward left field. Chase Elrod will be able to field it, but not before it gets down. Fires it over to the shortstop, and it will be a base hit for Blease. I thought that thing was going to carry out there to Elrod, and Jace kind of ran up on it, and then you could see he stopped and waited for the bounce, which is probably good. Didn't want to over-pursue there, but maybe because of the angle we're sitting at, I thought he was in a good spot to be able to pull that one down. Brings up the designated hitter now. This is number 21, Adrian Nichols. Ball 1 bounces in front of Buck Anderson. He quickly retrieves it. Make sure the base runner doesn't go anywhere. And the count is 1-0, swing and a miss. That one was in that same spot on the outside, and Luke Flanagan has that big curveball working.
Yeah, Adrian Nichols is actually 2 of Flanagan's 6 strikeouts tonight.
See the coach over on the other side. I don't know if Adrian Nichols plays basketball, but he looks to be about 6'4" out there.
He's definitely not 5'10".
No. The 1-1, Flanagan checks on the runner, Blease over at first. Walker Wright applies the tag, but Blease is back in time. Getting a little bit of a lead, nothing crazy over there. Now the deal hit. This one into left field as well. Elrod gets to it, fires it to Spencer Browning, the cutoff man, but 2 base hits in a row have Panthers at first and second, 1 out here in the top of the 4th. And that is the 4th hit of the evening for North Lamar. And that brings up the pitcher, Kenyon Williams.
And he's been able to get on base both at bats, but has yet to chalk up a hit. He was earned first base by a walk in the first inning and then hit by a pitch.
So he's trying to see if he can do something to help his cause. He looks at strike 1 there on the outside corner.
I guess that's the non-hitting cycle.
Non-hit, yeah, you know. Any way you can do it. I guess he could have a sacrifice or something maybe, or not a hit, but well, I guess he wouldn't get on base then. Looks at strike 2 for the 0-2 now. Luke Flanagan with a chance to retire his counterpart, and Buck Anderson Set up about 2 feet outside the plate, and that's where the ball went. 1-2 now. That wasn't good. Same spot. This one bounces in front of Buck, but he does get over on it to keep the base runners from trying to go anywhere. And so these last two, maybe they looked out there and saw something and thought they were going to get a base runner off the plate. Now this one right on that outside edge, and they get that one for called strike 3. Luke Flanagan painting that outside corner with 3 strikes, and that'll bring up the second baseman, Monty Miller. 2 outs now here in the top of the 5th. Flanagan deals. This one low and outside, bounces back in front of Buck Anderson, and he overthrows Spencer Browning, who was charging towards second to Blease got a really big lead over there, and I think he was trying to catch him out in no man's land there, and that's a good job there by Hunter Rose at center field to come up and field that one. Strike 1 now to even the count at 1 apiece on Monty Miller.
Monty was able to get a hit his last at bat.
This one a little too far outside as Buck Anderson sits up on that outside edge. Swing, a little foul ball. It looked like it went in between the umpire and the catcher there. Count even now at 2-2. Luke Flanagan deals. The runners go. This is a high hit toward left field. Elrod on his horse all the way back near the warning track is able to pull that one in for a long fly out, and that thing got up in the wind and started acting silly, and Jace Elrod just did a good job to track that thing down and pull it in for the 3rd out. And so we head to the bottom of the 5th. The Panthers threatened, but the Hawks able to kill it there. Pleasant Grove leads at 5-2. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk baseball on Texarkana Game Day. Boy, he had to do a little.
Tired of banking fees and complicated accounts? With State Bank's My Free Checking Account, enjoy no minimum balance and 0 monthly fees. Get a free gift just for opening your checking account, because we believe banking should be rewarding. Great for personal accounts and businesses too.
Commercial services, electrical panel installation, circuit breaker installation, led by Master Technician Jay Strickland, and multiple specialty services.
All right, folks, welcome back here to Pleasant Grove. We head into the bottom of the 5th. Hawks leading it 5-2. And after a few innings with scores, the pitchers have posted goose eggs the last couple of innings up. Hunter Rose now steps in from the left side.
Hunter Rose walked in the 1st and then a sacrifice fly in the 3rd.
He looks at ball 1 here. Kenyon Williams, still the pitcher for the Panthers since the 2nd inning. This one low and outside. And it'll be 2-0 count. You can hear the wind blowing in the crowd mic there. Indication of what's happening out there. High.
Watch out.
infield pop-up, and the third baseman able to get to it. That thing was way high. And fly out for Hunter Rose will be out number 1 as Montgomery Clark, Monty Clark did a good job of tracking that thing down. Walker Wright now coming up to bat.
Walker looking to get his first hit of the evening. He's got a walk and a strikeout. This one he looks at ball 1 high up near the chin. Did Walker hit from the left side last year? I feel like he's left-handed for some reason. Throws the football left-handed. Yeah.
He looks at strike 1 here on the outside to make it 1-1.
I'm assuming against a right-hander you would want to swing left-handed.
You know. Curiouser and curiouser. He does throw a football left-handed. I know that for a fact. So in a big looping curve for a strike right down the middle. And Walker Wright in a hole now, 1-2. With 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Pitcher setting up all the way over on the right side of the mound. Little chopper over the pitcher's head. He's unable to snag that one in, and it just takes a while to get to the second baseman, and Walker Wright able to leg out a single.
I chalked it up as a hit. All right, good deal.
There we go.
Let's try and do a little influencing over
Help him out. Help out score. It is a hit. That brings up the DH. Number 8 man in the lineup. Blue Rose. He is batting from the left side. Foul ball. Again, back toward the concession stand there. If this was back in Little League days, you wouldn't have to go far for your snow cone if you retrieve that one, because that one may have gone into the concession stand.
If we did snow cones here, you'd have a couple calls on your own.
You'd be out there getting them?
At least one.
To go get you a snow cone?
At least one.
Would you chase down the foul ball for it, though? That's the question. Swing and a miss here.
Yeah.
For strike 2. You'd get out there and you'd race the kids for one? Because I would, if a snow cone's involved in a race, I'll set up a race between you and some 5th graders to see who can get to the snow cone first.
That would make for some good streaming.
David Mims down there said he'll take some bets on it.
Is he going to sell some insurance?
Yeah.
I'm going to need an umbrella policy on my knees.
David, do we have a shot of whatever totem pole this is that David Mims has set up down here in this press box? I don't even know what's happening. 0-2 now to Blue Rose. We're going to have to get a picture of that on Game Day's website as, Walker Wright got in safe on that one, and I'll take the umpire's word for it.
Yeah, he did the old swim move and was able to get that left arm out of the way.
I'll say he's a lot closer than we are, but it was close from here.
Great call.
Yeah, hey, definitely went in the Hawks' favor for sure. Now with a runner in scoring position, 1-2 now to Blue Rose. This one outside to even the count at 2 apiece. Yeah, Donovan, you're going to have to get you a picture of that thing down there and put it on Game Day's site so everybody can see what David Mims is rolling around with out here.
Yeah, Blue Rose looking to get on base for the 3rd time tonight. Hit by pitch, and then fielder's choice his last at bat.
This one, a little roller in between first and second. And Walker Wright, that steal looming large there as he's able to score from second base on a single by Blue Rose, and the Hawks expand the lead now to 6-2 as Christian May, number 9 hitter, steps into the box from the left side.
Yeah, he earned his first base last at bat by getting hit by a pitch.
Looks at ball 1 down low.
Christian May been stepping up big out at third base this year for Pleasant Grove. He's really done a good job Spencer Browning moving to the shortstop role. So that side of the baseball diamond is pretty stout. And then you look at the other side.
Yeah, I was going to say, then and really that allowed you to put Spencer Browning and Jared Halter right there in the middle.
Yes.
And so certainly, you had Brenton Clark played second base, kind of dude could do everything out there last year, and they were able to slide Halter into that spot because Christian May over here at third base, and really feel like that's a good opportunity for the Hawks. And then we've seen first base kind of change out back and forth between Walker Wright and Landon West, and they'll kind of switch between right field and first base each. Christian May looking now at 3 balls and 1 strike. Let's have a man on first, and 4 balls. Christian May will be base runner number 2, and Jace Elrod will come in to start the lineup over for the Hawks, the left fielder, coming in with 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th.
Jace adding an RBI to the stats his last at bat. So he walked, flew out, and then had an RBI hit. They're in the 3rd.
And a big hit now from Elrod would certainly plate 1 more here in the 5th. Looks at ball 1, just a little bit low. Coach Fincher communicating with the guys on base. The 1-0 now to Elrod. Swing over toward right field, just foul. Takes a bounce off the batting cage field down there into right field.
Jace getting around good on that one.
Yeah, he way out in front of it there. Kenyon Williams, the pitcher here for the Panthers. He came in after North Lamar gave up 3 in the first. He's given up 3 now in the over the next 4 innings. Jace Elrod trying to add to that. 1 ball and 1 strike, and this one kind of in the same spot. Gets it over to second base. Gets the lead man out, but Elrod is able to get to second after an errant throw. They were trying to make a double play. The first baseman wasn't over there, and the pitcher was trying to get to first base, and missed the throw to him, and that is going to allow Blue Rose to score as the ball goes all the way over to the fence. So now Jace Elrod stands on second base. Jared Halter steps in with a chance to bring him home. Hawks expand the lead to 7-2. Little chopper, foul ball, over toward third. I'll tell you, the first baseman over here for North Lamar, Tristan Peterson, he did a good job just kind of backhanding that ball. It was a rocket from Elrod. Made a good throw over there to second base, and they probably would have been better served just to let Elrod get to first. Certainly would have kept the run from scoring. Big looping curveball here for strike number 2.
Yeah, Halter's been able to put the bat on the ball, but just hasn't been able to score a hit in this game yet. He's got two flyouts.
The 0-2 now to Halter. Little chopper to shortstop, and the shortstop is unable to field it cleanly. And he elects not to do anything with that. And those things coming off are kind of akin to like a knuckleball when a pitcher throws it. That thing just comes off without a lot of movement and can kind of eat you up when you get there. So that brings up Spencer Browning now. He has runners on the corners, and North Lamar have sent another pitcher down to the right field bullpen to start getting warmed up.
You know, we haven't christened this ballpark with a home run yet.
No, we haven't had one here. This might be a time. Mr. Browning looks at ball 1 low and outside. And again, that wind is blowing pretty hard toward left field. So if Mr. Browning can get a one hold of one going that way. We may see the first one. The 1-0 now. Shot down the third base side, bounces off the storage room down there, attached to the home bullpen. Evens the count at 1 apiece now. The curveball there from Williams just doesn't get down enough to get into the strike zone. Stayed up high and outside. 2-1 now. And Spencer, a little bit of self-preservation that time. Fouls that thing off right there by the hands. And might have just been trying to keep himself from getting smoked with a baseball. Kind of gathers himself there. Count evened up now at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, just a good defensive move there to just keep the ball off of him.
This one low and outside. And again, the Hawks are going to send Halter from first to second. And the catcher kind of holds up there to see if Elrod try to score from third. So now 2 runners in scoring position for Spencer Browning on a full count. This one, ball 4 up high, and that'll load the bases for Buck Anderson, the junior catcher. Step into the box from the right side.
I know there's going to be a lot of pitchers that are going to be relieved once they see Spencer just walking to first base a lot this year, but not when you got Buck right after.
I was going to say, I don't know that it's a help. This, a little blooper down right field, goes just foul. Buck a little slow getting around on that one, and thought it might have a chance to drop in over there. About 4 feet outside the foul line there.
Yeah, I think this is actually the 6th time that Pleasant Grove has had bases
loaded.
Mm-hmm.
Kenyon Williams now looks in for the call. This one ball just a little bit high. Up above the numbers for Buck Anderson. Evens the count at 1 apiece. Shot from Buck Anderson towards center field. Has the center fielder on his horse. He gets over under it for the catch. A long fly out near the wall. But the Hawks are able to score 2 more runs here in the bottom of the 5th. We head to the top of the 6th. Hawks up by 5, 7-2 over North Lamar. We'll take a break. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk Baseball on Texarkana Game Day.
We are excited to announce here at Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital that we have expanded our capabilities to better serve our community. As a hospital, we have the capability for inpatient services. After your outstanding emergency care, we can smoothly transition you into one of our new inpatient rooms that have telemetry monitors in every room to continue your concierge medicine care. While our patients continue receiving their care in their inpatient suites, we also make sure that your loved ones are taken care of with our outstanding facilities. Our added services include a procedure room and also the capability of MRIs. With our imaging, we are able to offer outpatient, inpatient, and emergency room, MRI, CT, ultrasound, and X-ray. We are honored by your support and look forward to serving all your future medical needs.
All right, folks, welcome back here to Pleasant Grove. We head into the top of the 6th, and you see a different man on the mound there for the Hawks. That is Spencer Browning. He moves from shortstop to pitcher. That will move Jarrett Halter over to shortstop. It moves Jace Elrod to second base. Walker Wright is on first. Mason McMichael, the right fielder, the number 7 man in the lineup, steps into the box for North Lamar, and he looks at ball 1. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Who went out there to left field for us? Is that Blue Rose, maybe? Swing and a miss, strike 2 for Mason McMichael. Like I said, I know Elrod came into second. Maybe that is Blue Rose out there. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Spencer Browning retires the first man he sees on 4 pitches. And that will bring up the center fielder, Kai Furch.
That was Mason McMichael's second K of the evening, and Furch has a K and a ground out.
This one, a little chopper toward first base, and Walker Wright pitches that over to a sprinting Spencer Browning to get the second out, and it is quickly 2 outs for the first 2 batters for North Lamar. Furch had a pretty impressive salad coming out of the back of that helmet, too. He got him a
full head of hair.
Big old mop up there. Catcher number 1, Cade Toms. The next man up, he looks at strike 1 right down the middle from Spencer Browning. This one low and outside. Now leaving the count at 1 apiece. This one low as well. 2-1 now. The count to Toms. If Toms should get on base, we'll restart the order for North Lamar. Leadoff man, third baseman Monty Clark is on deck. 2-2 count, no to Cade Toms. Spencer Browning deals. This one low. And it'll be a full count now. High. Foul ball. Right over our heads here, back toward the entry gate. So we'll reset and do it all over again. The count is full to Cade Toms. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Spencer Browning gets the call from Buck Anderson. This one looks at ball 4 inside. It kind of brushes Toms off the plate. So the Panthers have a base runner, and the top of their order coming back up, Monty Clark, the third baseman. Well, no, so explain this. So he's Montgomery Clark, and number 4 is Monty Miller.
Let me just see. Yeah.
I got confused here. They're both named Montgomery. Ball gets away from Buck Anderson here, and Toms is able to get into second base and gets it back to Spencer Browning. It'll be ball 1. Yeah, I've never met one person now Montgomery, and now I see 2 back-to-back.
Might be time to go buy a lottery ticket.
Maybe so. Something's happening. Well, we got this totem pole down here.
That could be it.
Strike 1 there from Spencer Browning right at the knees of Clark. Now he has a man in scoring position. Swing and a miss. North Lamar looking to get their first points since the second inning. Hawks led it 3-2 after 2, and then they scored 4 unanswered to make it 7-2. Pleasant Grove scoring in just the odd innings so far. Swing and a miss here, strike 3, and that'll retire the side. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Hawks lead it 7-2. We'll take a break. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk Baseball on Texarkana Game Day.
Start your day with seamless transactions. Add your State Bank card to your device's digital wallet and enjoy the convenience of tap-and-go payments. Easy, secure, and thankfully at your fingertips. Simplify your day with State Bank's digital wallet.
Your family, your bank, State Bank.
Yay! We're so excited you decided to become a member.
Thanks, I didn't think it would be this easy.
I know. We've opened up memberships so even more people can take advantage of our amazing services.
Are you gonna clean this up?
Become a new member and take advantage of all RRCU can offer. Experience the credit union difference anytime, anywhere.
No, seriously, are you gonna clean this up?
Do you RRCU?
All right, folks, welcome back here to Pleasant Grove. As we head into the bottom of the 6th inning, your home Hawks leading it 7-2. Due up for Pleasant Grove in this inning, Landon West, Hunter Rose, and Walker Wright. The pitcher for North Lamar is still Canyon Williams. He's been the man on the mound since the 2nd inning. He inherited 3 runs, but has given up 4 himself, so he is the pitcher of record so far for North Lamar. Shot into the gap from Landon West, and he's going to get at least 3. And they stand up, as you said, Jay, easy triple. About 375 feet to that deepest part of right center out there, and he used about 372 of them.
It might have been in between first and second maybe when he hit third base. He was scooting.
You could add a stand-up double. Look at you go.
I don't know about stand-up double.
Maybe a roll into second double.
We need a bigger field.
Hunter Rose fouls off the first pitch for strike 1. Hunter Rose, the center fielder, batting from the left side. Hunter Rose puts the ball near the same spot. It'll score Landon West. Hunter Rose will hold up at first base, and the Hawks break the curse of the even innings.
Four runs, we go home early.
And so now North Lamar's coach comes out, and he's going to take the ball away from Canyon Williams. And looks like Aiden Curtis, number 15. Williams threw 96 pitches. From the word from J.W. Bramlett, our official scorekeeper down there this evening. So again, Aiden Williams, number 15, comes in. 15.
So Aiden Curtis is going to
Aiden
on
Curtis.
the bump.
It doesn't have their grades or anything on their roster, does it?
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's a senior.
Aiden Curtis looks like a pup out there to me. He'll be a freshman or sophomore. Not a big fella here. He will step in against Walker Wright. Hunter Rose is on first base. He'll still belong to Canyon Williams, who gave up 5 runs in his 4 1/3 innings.
Yeah, looks like Aiden's balls, except for that last one, have all been in a hitting area. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Hopefully for his sake, he can move it around for a little bit.
Well, coach either wants to come in and put an end to it or come in and put an end to it. Walker Wright steps in with 1 man on, no outs here. Aiden Curtis's first pitch sails over Walker's head. Just a little bit high and outside. The 1-0. Walker Wright, chopper toward third, bounces off of the third baseman's glove, and Hawks are going to have men on second and third as Hunter Rose never even slowed down when he got to second base. And didn't end up being as interesting as it could have as the ball went through the third baseman's glove again. That shot that time from Walker Wright, I don't know that the third baseman could have done anything with that one more than he did. It got to him in a hurry. But now 2 runners in scoring position as the designated hitter, Blue Rose, steps up. He will be followed by Christian May and Jace Elrod. Blue Rose waiting on the pitch from Aiden Curtis. This one high and outside to the left. Blue Rose, a freshman for the Hawks. This one fouled off right back behind us here in the press box, and it'll be 1-1. Blue Rose played really well on the freshman football team this year. Played a little running back and linebacker. A little bigger kid than his older brother. This one a shot towards center field. Center fielder trying to get over under it. He catches it. Hunter Rose is going to be able to check up at third. Walker Wright checks up at second. It'll be a sacrifice RBI for Blue Rose to plate his older brother Walker Wright then moves over to third base, and Christian May, the Hawk third baseman, senior, will step in from the left side. With 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th, the Hawks lead at 9-2. Christian May, the number 9 hitter in the lineup. He'll be followed by Jace Elrod as we start the lineup over once again.
Yeah, Christian looking for his first hit tonight.
Oh, my gosh.
So a little kind of off the bat, it'll be a fielder's choice RBI for him. And one of those where I think he's just trying to keep the ball from hitting him. And instead bounces it over to third base, but it does score another run. And the Hawks into the double digits now, 10-2, as Jace Elrod and the top of the order step back up with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. This one just on the outside corner of the plate. And that may be the 10-2 bottom of the 6th strike zone.
That's what it looked like from my vantage point. Probably going to have to swing the rest of this game.
Elrod waiting on the 0-1. This one low and inside. And that'll even it up at 1 apiece. A pretty good crowd out here for a Tuesday night of baseball. This one looked like Fastball that just sort of sailed away from Curtis and just continued to rise, unable to get it to come back down into the strike zone. 2-1 now to Elrod. Jace Elrod, high fly ball.
This is going to get down.
Left fielder tries to get to it, cannot. And Jace Elrod will be into second. That thing sort of floating out there in no man's land between shortstop, center field, and left field. Didn't look like it had a little bit of curve on it. And so now Jace Elrod in scoring position, and that brings up Jared Halter. The current shortstop in the game. Halter, a little chopper toward left, foul.
I think it'd be a good story to tell someone that you had the first home run and being a walk-off winner.
That'd be pretty good. That would be it right here. Halter could maybe straighten one of these out. That one, that was a ball. 1-1 the count now to the senior Halter. Garrett looks in this one again, high and inside. Seems like when Curtis rears back on one, sometimes it just floats on him just a little bit. He's unable to get that thing to sit down in there in the strike zone. The 2-1 now. Shot by Halter. Into the gap, out to left field. And Elrod doesn't slow down. Halter trying to get to second is going to be caught there, and the Hawks are a run away from a run rule ending, and so the Panthers will get another shot here in the top of the 7th. We head to the top of 7, Hawks 11, Panthers 2. We'll take a break. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk Baseball on Texarkana Game Day.
Family owned and operated. State-of-the-art equipment. Largest slab yard in Texarkana. With a knowledgeable sales staff that's ready to serve you.
When you're at home, you need right fiber. Some say it's not whether you win or lose, but how you play. Maybe. But with right fiber's 100% fiber internet, you always win. No matter which side you're on. Fall in love with your gig speed internet. Get gig smitten. Get right fiber.
Welcome back here to Pleasant Grove as we get ready to head into the end of this one. And Jay, you were talking about our last sponsor there, Right Fiber. We saw the commercial for, and new folks in town bringing fiber to the door.
Yeah, lots of work going on out on the streets and doing some line dropping. I'm excited to see what type of speed they're going to bring my household.
Spencer Browning still the man on the pump here for the Hawks in this top of the 7th. Quickly has the number 2 hitter, the first baseman, Tristan Peterson, in an 0-2 hole. Looked at strike one and fouled that one off to the left for strike 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Spencer Browning dealing out here in what should be the last half inning, unless the wheels all the way come off and we end up having to go to the bottom of 7. And now Coach Fincher wanting to go out and talk about it. So maybe he's just telling them to keep focused up. I don't really know what he's telling them. Maybe he told them I hadn't used a timeout yet, and I'm not going to take them home with me. I don't know. Maybe Stephanie said she wasn't cooking. He had to make something for himself at home, so he just went to delay this thing as long as he could. Who knows? I don't know what he's doing. He got mad. He's going all the way to the dugout. Somebody hurt his feelings. All right, so after the quick mound visit, we are back at it. One away here in the top of the 7th. Swing and a miss, and Corbin Blease was trying to tie it up with one swing.
It was a good cut. Just missed it.
That time he looks at strike 2. There on the outside corner, and he is in a 0-2 hole. This one low and outside. Browning quickly set again. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's 2 strikeouts for Spencer Browning here in the top of the 7th, and that brings up Adrian Nichols, the designated hitter.
Yeah, that is his 4th K.
Out of 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty good. Ball 1, just a little bit low to Nichols. Ooh, and he'll be a base runner the hard way. He's flexing and fired up over at his dugout, which may be its own form of self-preservation. But he got on base, and you always hear "wear it" when those things are inside, but I've never heard that from the person at the plate.
Yeah, he's going home with a souvenir.
Yeah.
It'll be multiple colors by tomorrow.
A little geared up there because, as JW said, that was a fastball that came there. So that will bring up the pitcher, the new pitcher who was in the game, Aiden Curtis. So this will be his first time in the batter's box. Swing and a miss, and Nichols is going to trot over to second base. Hawks leaving that open here. Swing and a miss to Curtis. And that'll do it. Strike 3, and the Hawks get the win. All 3 outs in the final inning coming from the strikeout courtesy of Spencer Browning, and the Hawks remain undefeated in district play, taking down North Lamar 11-2 here at home. Pleasant Grove will head on down to Sulphur Springs.
Yeah, Sulphur Springs is 3-1. Not sure what the results were on tonight's game, but they'll have a chance to possibly be tied for first if they can pull out a win against Pleasant Grove. And then the next home game for Pleasant Grove is going to be on the 28th against Pittsburgh.
And that night, the Pleasant Grove Athletic Booster Club is doing a big tailgate party before the game in conjunction with Lost Pizza. And so you can search for Pleasant Grove Hawks on Facebook page, learn about that, see how you can be a part of that tailgate. Come out here and get you some pizza before that game and have a great time, and they would be more than happy to have you there. We'll see you back on the 28th. Headed, though, to Sulphur Springs for what looks like to be sole possession of the lead in district. And so we'll see how that goes on Friday. But for all of us here, that'll do it for tonight. For Jay Davis, for Donovan, our producer this evening, I'm Matt Fry. Thanks so much for joining us here on Texarkana Game Day. We'll see you next time you're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk Baseball on Texarkana Game Day.